Squire VWG here, and we have
Thomas, or Pollywop in the shop's Discord server.
Yep, our assistant manager. What did you do?
I've gone back to back first with a Ruby Sapphire. Bit of removal.
Nice.
Just a tad.
Yep, we've been playing this Lorcana game for a while and we've just been enjoying it. We got players who make normal decks and I just come up with gimmicky ones, but I'm fine with that.
There's a range of things here, I think. It's a really good range of things.
That's what I love about the game. So do you want to go through the deck and tell us why you ran some things?
Sure. So, first, pretty unimportant card. Silent Tips, not really come up much for me. I ink this most of the time. It's purely in here so I have a 1-drop that's a body. This deck really struggles with decks. Well, I wouldn't say really struggles, but you're kind of put on have be prepared or not. So I think having access to a 1-drop that trades with stuff like Lilo or another Stitch or something like that has been really useful for me. Because, like I said, decks that get out of the gate really fast are probably the most brutal thing for this deck. The first most important thing about the deck is ramp. So we're playing 3 Mickeys, 4 Grammatalas, and 3 1-drop heads. Basically with this deck, you want to super aggressively mulligan to find 2 of these. Your plan is to play 1 of these on 2 and then 1 of these on 3. You kind of want your 4th turn to always have 6 ink. So especially against the aggressive decks. So you've got obviously on 6 you can play removal or you can play one of your 6 costs. But also it means next turn you have be prepared if you want to. The reason we're not playing any bells or anything, although I'm thinking about playing 2 bell, less for inking purposes, but basically you play these inks. So obviously Grandma Atala inks herself, and then 1-drop ahead and Mickey ink from the top of the deck. You can't really afford to ink cards from your hand in this deck. The one, I think, glaring weakness with this deck is the crazy lack of draw power. So quite a lot of my games are put on I will preserve the cards in my hand to take down my opponent's board, vomit out my questers, and then it kind of becomes a top deck game for both me and my opponent, which is a little bit rough. Usually you come out on top because this deck has a lot of good top decks. However, if you're top decking stuff like the ramp pieces when you're in the grind game, it's a little rough. But yeah, that's why we play these. You just can't afford to ink things with Fishbone Quill or Bell. Then we've got the masterpiece part of the deck. This is the beautiful bit. It's the bit that I love. A whole lot of removal. So we're playing 5 Let It Go, 5 Dragonfire at 5. All right, we're cheating. We're playing 4 Let It Go, 4 Dragonfire, 4 Hades, and 4 Maleficent. Yeah, we're just literally playing as much removal as we possibly can.
That card is gorgeous.
Beautiful card. My last round today got a little rough. I was getting really unlucky finding my 1-for-1s. So obviously, these just trade card for card. However, being able to play this, remove a body and establish your own body is obviously really good. Maleficent's a little awkward, and you definitely want to mulligan these away if you open them for your first hand. And also, she's a pretty safe ink early in the game, depending on the matchup. She can be a little awkward just because sometimes I found, just because stuff like Dragonfire Hades is uninkable, all of the ramp pieces for Grammatalar are uninkable, Be Prepared is uninkable. It means sometimes I've been stuck on 8 ink, which isn't too bad, but it means obviously it's a bit rough if my hand is if I have a Maleficent, I either have to ink it to get to 9, or I've had quite a lot of scenarios where I've had to ink a Maleficent to play a Maleficent. But yeah, that's the bones of the deck. Whole lot of removal. Then of course 4 copies to Be Prepared. Don't think I have to explain this one. Damn good. Board wipe. Turns out a game that doesn't have a lot of recovery, or very few colours have draw power or stuff like that. Completely wiping the board is very good. I've noticed already, because it's been quite interesting playing this back to back. The first week, the deck took everybody by surprise and just 2 walls all the way. That it's gotten more difficult to win with the deck. I still think it's definitely a solid deck, but it's quite interesting to see. I've already seen a couple of people play around Be Prepareds that's ended up losing them tempo, and that's meant that's actually helped me. Next, we got our Reckless Duders. So we got Maui and Gaston. Maui, obviously crazy. Let's put the beautiful one at the front. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Maui's obviously crazy. Maui quite often trades for at least 2 bodies. So, I mean, I would just count this as another piece of removal, to be honest.
And it's the Enchanted, isn't it?
Yeah, look at him, beautiful. Very good, obviously. Gaston, I felt a little bit weird about. The more and more I play this deck, I'm not too keen on the idea of... some decks I would rather play him on 2 than Grammatala. I don't even know if that's true, to be honest. He's good against a lot of aggro decks, because quite often, I don't know, say they play a Lilo or a Maleficent or something, you can trade into that and then you can trade into something big, or you can kill the Simba, or you can kill a 3-drop. It's definitely come up for me. I'm not at the point where I want to cut it yet, definitely, because it's still useful, but I think with set 2 coming, if I find more, like, something that's better, this would probably be the first thing that leaves, I think. That or Tibbs. You know. That's our recklessy boys. Also, the good thing about Maui is, like, you don't always have to attack with him because you got to let it go. So quite a lot of times I'm able to stall attacking with Maui with let it go. Yeah. Also, a reason I might not play Gaston is quite a few times I've been in situations where, like, I'm okay, top deck any quester and I win the game. Any quester and I win the game. And I've in fact, it happened today in my round 2. I just drew 2 Gastons and I'm like, right, okay, well, not helpful at all. We got Auroras, just 3. It's quite a lot of cards I would I have at 5 that I'd rather play. But this has been really good, just especially if I can go Be Prepared and then play an Aurora. It's really good to just establish protection before I then start playing my big cards. We're playing as much draw power as I can possibly get. We're playing 4 Robin Hood and 4 Developing Brain. For the Magic players out there, I don't think I have to explain to you why cantrips are good. 1-cost card that replaces itself is very good. I'm essentially just playing 4 less cards. Also lets me dig. Great card, and it's inkable. Talking about cantrips, that new green card is it's very good. I don't know what it's called, but they like give 1 power. And do you know what it's called? I can't remember what it's called.
Which one?
It got newly announced. It's like 1 power, 1-cost green card. It's an action. It gives something +1 power, and then you draw a card.
Oh, I know what you mean. It's not Bucky. Trying to think now what it was.
No idea. Anyway, pass. No idea. Also, this helps you deal with evasives.
I'll put a picture on what it is, and then we've got the idea.
I can't think of the I literally looked at it, and we were talking about it like a few minutes ago, and I have no idea what it's called. But yeah, this draws a card most of the time. But it's not the greatest draw power. And the new Gaston looks really good, however, it is uninkable, which has me curious as to whether I can actually run it. Then we've just got questers. I kind of want to run more of these. I feel like I've put myself in too many scenarios already where I don't really want to... I just need to find a quester. Like a big quester, but 4 Maleficent and 3 Stitch, they just tap for 3 and they got massive asses, so they're pretty hard to take out. That's pretty much it. The deck feels really good. I think I wasn't expecting the deck to feel quite as good as it is due to like the lack of draw power. However, it feels genuinely really strong. Matchups into some of the better decks in the game feel okay against like Amethyst, Ruby. It's weird they have the draw power. However, you have more removal, so it doesn't feel as bad as I thought it would. But still probably not the best deck ever. But it feels really good. It feels really really powerful, really oppressive. But yeah, that's it. That's Ruby Sapphire.
Awesome. Thanks for the deck profile. Any shout outs?
Geek Retreat Blackburn, my home shop, beautiful shop. Join us for Lorcana on Thursdays at 6, and on Sundays at 12.
Awesome. We also need demo days as well. Teach players.
Essentially, yeah. I'm always down to teach people, so if you ever want to learn, come down to the shop.
Awesome. Thanks for that. Don't forget, guys, comment, subscribe, like, all that jazzy thing. In the meantime, you all take care. Have a nice day.